What's up, y'all? I'm Apostle Steve, and today we're going to talk about exposing yourself to as much art as possible. Now, I'm in the hospital, right? And I haven't been able to do anything for the past 3 days. But what I can say that I have been able to do was to look at a lot of different work. Now, you can look at comic books, you can look at other paintings, you can look at art that you're not accustomed to doing. You can look at dance pieces, you can read poetry, um, read a novel, read a book. But the idea is to expose yourself to as many different art forms as possible when you're not creating art. Because when you're not creating art, that's the time for you to soak in and to really absorb the things that you love around you. Now, you can also look at nature. You can, hey, if you're stuck in a hospital like this, you can look out the window and look at the treetops. Look at the texture of the trees. Go deeper. If it's a building facade that's blocking the way, like what I see here, look at the shapes. Look at the textures. Look at the patterns. Find something interesting within whatever it is that you're looking at, so that you can absorb that and you can possibly use that later. One of the things that always amazes me, and especially when you're looking at your familiar surroundings, like your backyard, your street, a window out of your office, if you really take the time to look, you're going to see something different. You're going to see something that you've never seen before. Trust me, and it's a beautiful thing. Get in the habit of searching for things that you're not accustomed to seeing, especially in your familiar surroundings. Okay, so like I'm in this hospital room. There's nothing great to look at here, right? But surprisingly, there's patterns on the floor. There's texture on the wall. There's texture in the curtains. There's a lot of technical equipment that lines cross and shapes cross, and it's very interesting once you break it down to shapes, color, and objects, right? So you want to get in the habit of seeing. And when I say seeing, it's not just looking and say, oh yeah, that's a tree, oh yeah, that's a building. No. Look at whatever it is that you're looking at a granular level. Look at it more deeper. Go deeper into what you're seeing. Like, okay, I'm looking at this table here that my phone is sat on, and I'm noticing the wood grains. But I've been here for a few days. This is the first time I'm noting the beauty and the pattern of these wood grains. So you can often find yourself in an environment and get so used to it that you don't see the beauty of any of it anymore. It's just your eye becomes accustomed. Okay, that's a table, that's a chair, that's a bed, that's a TV. But if you really look closely, it's more than that. And that's the artist's job. The artist's job is to break down your environment and to show it and to look at it in a different way. Now, like I said, I'm in a hospital, right? And it's very easy to get bored in this room. I've been stuck in here for a couple days now. But I started making a game about the things that I'm noticing around me and the things that I'm seeing, you know, even down to the finest detail. Find those little things within your environment and see if you can see something new in it. I believe that I'm no different than the artist who goes to work today and works in an office and works in the cubicle, right? You have your space, you have your routine, you have your coffee, you have your stickies on your wall, and that's it, right? What else is there to see? Well, within that, there is millions of things that you can see and that you can magnify and shrink down. Make a game of it. Make a game of seeing things in a whole different way. Not seeing things for what they are, but seeing things for what they could be. And that is the job of the artist. There's so many artists out there who've made a living out of taking ordinary objects, and I mean ordinary objects, and turned them into beautiful works of art. How is that? Because that artist dug a little bit deeper to see something that nobody else could see or bothered to see. And I believe everybody has that gift. It's no big secret. Anybody can do this. You can look at something and you can see shapes within the lines in the walls. You can see shapes in the cords, like this telephone cord, right? Look at the shape of it. Look at how the light hits it. Look at where the shadow hits it. There's so many things that you can find interesting in the mundane, everyday objects around you. And if you want to get out of that boredom, or if you want to get out of that mindset that there's nothing in your environment that's interesting, or there's nothing in your environment worth showing, that's not true. That is a lie. Again, there have been countless artists that have taken street signs or poster signs and made them into enduring, meaningful pieces of art. And my friend, you can do the same thing, and I encourage you to do so. So take a moment, right? Take a moment wherever you right now and scan your room and try to find something different. And I'm guaranteed you're going to see something that you've never seen before, even though you've entered that room each and every day. I think one of the greatest skills that you can develop as an artist is developing the power to see. I had a teacher in high school, Mrs. Peters, and she would always say, draw what you see, not what you think you see. You see, our mind is conditioned to break things down into its simplest form, and what your mind is filtering is not what's actually there. As the artist, you want to get to what's actually there, the essence of what you're looking at. You want to get to the soul of what you're looking at. And in order to do that, you can't allow that to be filtered through and simplified to a simple object. And that's what your mind does. That's what your mind does for a lot of things, because your mind doesn't want to take the time to think. Your mind is always going in the path of least resistance. So the less information that your mind takes in, the better it feels. And oftentimes that works against us as an artist. As an artist, what you want to do is you want to challenge that notion. You want to challenge your mind. Like, no, there's something else there. What else is there? What can I pull out of this object that's going to represent it in a way that is artful and meaningful and creative? So take the time to do this, right? Make a game out of it. Start going out wherever you go, and if you are always in a familiar environment, let's say you always go into your kitchen, try this out. Scan the room and see what's different. See what you have never seen before. Look for the things that you have never noticed before, because I'm guaranteed you're going to find something. You're going to be like, oh wow, I've never seen that before, or I've never seen what I'm looking at in this light. I hope this video helps somebody. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. I love you all. Send me the prayers. I hope you all are doing well. I need to get out of this place. But I love you all. Yahweh bless. And I will talk to you all again soon.